So number 4's top question is, how is Roddy's different than our competition, or doing it ourselves, going to the courthouse and pulling postings and doing the research and making the list themselves? And I think we can both answer that, definitely.
Go ahead, Paul.
So, I mean, I'm the head of research. I do all the data across the state. And what makes us different is that, let's say if you wanted to go to just Travis County this month and you wanted to make your own list, there were 44 postings, right? So you have to take all 44 postings, get that information off the posting itself, make sure you don't miss any, because I actually found 2 postings that were not filed as foreclosure notices. That's just that like insider information you only know to look for if you've been doing this for as long as we have. So let's say you somehow did get all 44. You want to get all that information out. You want to cross-reference it with the deed of trust information. And then you want to correlate that with the county appraisal district's values, the information on the property, the year it was built, make sure the legal descriptions match up, make sure the owners match up, all those kinds of things. We collate all that into one sheet that you can get in Excel format to manipulate however you like, or in PDF format. We also have our own algorithms and formulas to estimate your equity, to estimate the loan balance left. And then we do additional services on top of that, where after that 20 days, when we finalize the list, I go in almost every day and do live updates of a property. So that's us checking with trustees, with banks, with contacts to see if a property has been canceled, if a scheduled bid is available, or if it's just still pending. If there's no update on that, that means we don't have any more information. But that helps you know, let's say you're researching a property like Jack was saying, you had 2 properties you're interested in. If you know that one of them is canceled, now you're not going to hold off and wait for that property. You're going to bid on the other one. Or let's say you're bidding in 3 counties. Now you know maybe your property is in county A or canceled, so you're going to go to county B instead. Those are very helpful for deciding where you're going to go and where you're going to spend your money on the day of auction.
So that's a good comparison of what it would be from us versus doing it yourself. But Paul, what about those other companies out there? They have national lists for less than just the price of one of our counties. I mean, what would you say about our differences between us and them?
Sure. So those other national companies, they're basically buying that data from someone else, and they're getting it generally very late. So sometimes you're getting the list after the auction's already occurred. Or if you are getting it, a week before auction, 2 weeks before auction, you're generally only getting 60, 70% of the list.
Right.
And in this business, you want to have 100% of that list. You want 100% accuracy, because that 1 or 2, 10, 20, 30 missed properties can make all the difference when you're at auction bidding. And that property comes up and it's not on your list. That's a huge problem, right?
Yeah.
So we're the only one that gets every property in every list in every county.
Every month. And if they're not pulling it from somebody else, they're using computer programs to scrape the county websites, and that works pretty good for the ones that were scanned in correctly and they look okay and every information is on there. But not every deed of trust is the same. Some of them hit the scanner wrong and go in. Some of them are piled together. We have to go in person to make sure that everything is there. And for all those reasons, they're not able to get everything like someone hand mining it is to do.
Right. There's some information you can scrape in real estate, and foreclosure postings move so quickly, it's not something you can just scrape digitally. So we're, like Jack said, we are hand mining each and every one of those postings.
Yep.